It's Card Shark. Here's the host of Card Shark, Bob Eubanks.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and good morning, and welcome to Card Sharks. I hope you've watched our show before, because we really have a good time. We have some delightful contestants and a lot of money to give away. And the ladies who help me out every day are lovely dealers, and I want you to meet them right now. Lacey Pemberton and Susanna Williams. The prettiest ladies on television.
Oh, really? Too nice.
We're going to deal the cards. Susanna will deal the red cards on the top level up there to our returning champion. Lacey will be dealing the blue cards on the lower level to our challenger. And while they're doing that, I want you to meet our two nice contestants. Here they come. You got a lot of sweaters, that's all.
Oh, thanks.
You're going to be able to buy a lot more sweaters, too, Mark.
Boy, I guess.
$7,200 is what our champions won so far.
Woo!
And you've only played the big money cards one time, right?
Yeah, I've only played it once.
Good. Why don't you remind everybody about yourself?
Well, I'm Mark Morrison. I'm originally from Rochester, New Hampshire. I enjoy all kinds of sports, and I'm a bartender in Beverly Hills.
You're a bartender?
Yeah.
What kind of sports do you enjoy?
Oh, all kinds. Basketball, football,
Do
flag
Beverly
football.
Hills people tip a little more than most?
You know, that's a good question. On the whole, they don't.
They don't? Okay. No. Out of 100, how many do you think? Jill, will it be higher or lower than that?
Oh, gosh. Hi, Bob. My name's Jill Gunn, and I'm from Lakewood, California, if you didn't know that. And I like to play softball. I play softball 3 nights a week for a couple different leagues, and I'm just happy to be here.
What position do you play?
I play first and third on the different teams.
Okay. You're an infielder.
Yes,
Are you in the little guns?
I'm too slow for outfield.
Yeah, I know the feeling. You have little guns?
Yes, I have one boy.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me that.
Ryan.
Yeah. You only told me about your softball career.
Yes, I'm married, and I have one boy, Ryan.
Ryan
who's
Gunn.
1 year old, yes.
Oh, good. Are we going to have more?
Yeah, in about a year.
It'll mess up your third base and first base.
I know.
Yeah. All right, let's play this game. You've cut the cards, I know you have, and Susanna's dealt out the cards. We're ready to play the game, and we're going to begin our second game. Jill won the first game. The first player to win 2 games then wins the championship, goes on to play the big money card. So that means that you've got to win this game, Mark, in order to stay in the match. Good luck to you. Here we go with game number 2. First question. We surveyed 100 fathers of newborn babies. We asked them, right now, do you have a picture of your baby in your wallet? How many new fathers said they did?
Oh, but that's going to be a very big number. I'm sure they all carry their pictures of their kids
That's the
around.
baby's ugly, huh?
Yeah, well, even then. I mean, there's no baby that's ugly that's newborn to a new father.
I don't know, man. My parents used to have to rent a kid to go to church. Yeah, it was awful. I was an ugly baby.
I'd say it's very high. I'd say probably 85.
85 out of 100. New fathers said they do have a picture. Jill?
Well, I know that my husband carries Ryan's picture because I put the pictures in his wallet. But if I were to leave it up to him, I don't know if he'd do it. I don't know.
You mean you put all the pictures in your husband's wallet? What other pictures do you put in there?
Me.
Of course. The
me
dog.
And him. And the baby, and that's it.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be a little lower because sometimes men don't carry wallets. Some of them carry money clips, so I think it's going to be lower.
All right, well, let's see. The actual number of new fathers who had a picture of their baby in their wallet is 70. You're right, Jill, it was lower. All right, Jill, because you won the high-low question, you can change this card. It's a 6.
I'm going to change it.
Don't like the 6?
No.
Well, let's see what now we have now.
Oh,
that's
good.
better.
Lower.
Lower than the king. Look what I got. Queen. Lower than the queen. It's a 6.
I'm going to freeze. I'm going to freeze.
6s are plaguing her today. All right. She'll freeze there. Keeps Mark away from the cards. And if she wins the next high-low question, she'll have a chance to get rid of that 6. Let's see if you do. Jill, we surveyed 100 single women who are dating a married man. And we asked them, has your man's wife ever called and asked you to stop seeing her husband? How many single women said their boyfriend's wife has asked them to stop seeing him?
Gosh. If I knew my husband was having an affair.
With a Batgirl.
Yeah, he'd be in big trouble. I don't think, I'd probably call her, but I wouldn't ask her to stop seeing him because I would just leave, forget it. He'd
be single then, right?
Yeah, he'd be single.
How many single women said their boyfriend's wife has asked them to stop seeing him?
I don't think that many women would call, so I think it's going to be relatively low, and I say it's going to be around 38.
38 out of 100. Mark, what do you think about this one?
Well, I think it's going to be even lower than that because I don't think that they would know.
Oh, okay. So
So
let's see. The actual number of women whose boyfriend's wife has asked them to stop seeing him is 14. Mark, you're right. It was lower.
Okay.
All right, Mark, got some catching up to do. Here's your card. It's a 5.
Change that card, please.
Don't like the 5s. I'm surprised. I thought he'd play that one. Let's see. Oh, got a 7 for you.
Gonna go higher.
Higher than the 7? Yeah, 8.
An 8. Freeze.
The freeze on the 8. Playing very conservative. He has to win this game to stay in the match, so Jill has a slight lead in the game. We'll complete game number 2 when we come back right after this. Jill will become our champion, or if we'll have to play a tiebreaker game. Mark, you got to win this game. And here's our next question. Mark, we surveyed 100 first graders, and we asked them, do school teachers make a lot of money? How many first graders said, yeah, school teachers do make a lot of money and earn every dime of it, too?
Boy, that's a tough one. First graders are pretty informed, but still they're kind of young.
Mostly.
Yeah.
I was 12.
I still think that they're going to think that's a lot of money because that's 10 cents is a lot of money to a first grader. So it's going to be probably 75.
Okay, you think 75 out of 100 first graders said that school teachers make a lot of money. How about it, Jill?
I think that they're going to think it's a lot of money, but I know my niece, when she was in first grade, she knew just exactly what $5 would buy her because she'd ask me for money, and she'd say, that's not enough. So I think it's going to be lower.
It'll be lower than the 75?
Yeah.
Well, the actual number of first graders who said teachers make a lot of money is 70. You're right, it was lower. Those first graders know, don't they? All right, Jill. Now, the 6 is where you froze.
Change it.
Change it. The 6 now becomes a queen.
Lower.
Lower than the queen. Your card's an 8. Player freeze. The big decision.
Freeze.
Freeze. Oh, playing it conservative. Right there on the 8, she will freeze. Again, Mark stays away from the cards. Okay, 4th and final question of this game. That means that someone must win the game on the next play of the cards. Control is extremely important. And the question goes to Jill. Jill, we surveyed 100 married men. We asked them, since you've been married, have you fallen in love with a woman other than your wife? How many married men admitted they have fallen in love with another woman?
Well, I think it's possible, but I should hope not.
Not for your husband if you put all the pictures in his wallet.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's going to be a pretty low number. I'm going to say it's going to be around 26.
26 out of 100.
Yeah.
Mark.
I agree. I don't think they're going to fall in love again once they're already in love. So I think it's going to be even a little lower than that.
You think it'll be lower than the 26?
Yeah, a little lower than 26.
All right. Fascinating question. The actual number of married men who have fallen in love with another woman is 10. You're right. It was lower, Mark. Oh, Mark, you needed that one. You needed that one. Now, remember, this is sudden death time. Here are your choices. You can change your 8, play it out. If you make a mistake, Jill wins the game and the championship. Or you can pass it on to her. She must play off the 8. If she goofs, you win the game.
I want the control. I'm going to play it.
You're going to play it.
I'm going to play it.
Jill's happy about that. All right. You want to change that 8?
Change the game.
Yes, indeed. All right. The 8 now becomes a 9. Oh.
Going to go lower.
Lower than the 9. Your card is a 4.
I'm going to go higher.
Higher than the 4. It's a 5.
I'm going to go higher.
If it's higher, you win the game. It is. Wow. Boy, did you beat the odds. When you decided to do that, I said, oh, no, Mark. And Jill said, oh, yeah, Mark. All right, that means each of you have won one game. That means that you each have $100 more and that we must play a tiebreaker game. The winner of this game now goes on to play the big money cards. And if you notice, Susanna is dealing out only 3 cards in our tiebreaker game. We'll also have a maximum of 3 high-low questions. This will decide it all. Good luck to both of you. Mark, we surveyed 100 people. We asked them, if the presidential candidate of your choice admitted that he had undergone psychiatric treatment, would you still vote for him? How many people said they would vote for him anyway?
Oh, no, it's a very high-pressure job. I think it's going to be a very high number, a very low number, because they wouldn't want to vote for somebody that had psychiatric treatment. I think it's going to be probably 20.
20, all right. Let's see if it's going to be higher or lower than 20, Jill.
Well, I think that it is a high-pressure job, but I also think that a lot of people get help like that a lot. So I think that if they recovered, and I think it's going to be higher.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you. I mean, I've been to psychiatrists, and I'm very proud of the fact, but I would make a lousy president, come to think of it. My psychiatrist told me that. He said, you'd make a lousy president. The actual number of people who would vote for a candidate who had undergone psychiatric treatment is 44. It was higher. Oh, Jill. Now, tiebreaker game. 3 cards. There's a jack.
Lower.
Lower than the jack. It's a deuce. For the championship. Look at that. We got a new champ. Congratulations. Mark, if you'll pardon the pun, you've been gunned down.
Boy, it's a good race.
Yes, it was. $7,300.
Yeah.
That's what you win. Good luck to you, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Come here, Jill. Oh, good for you. We will pause for these words. We'll be back to let this pretty lady win lots of money on Card Shark. Here you go. This is exciting time for you because you can win thousands of dollars. The money you won so far, the $200, we're only beginning. That's yours to keep no matter what happens. But now we're going to give you new money to bet with, and here's what you do. We start with you off in the bottom row with $200. You bet your way across by calling off high and low until you get to the second row. At that time, we had $400 of betting money. And again, you bet your way across the line. Minimum bets are $50 each time till you get up there to the top row. At that time, you must bet at least half of your dollars. And you'll have one opportunity to change a card per line by choosing one of the spare cards that Lacey has dealt out over there. You understand? Okay. Good luck to you. Give the lady $200. Let's see if she can't turn it into thousands of dollars. We're on our way, Jill. Here's your first card. It's a 5.
Okay, I'm going to bet $50 higher.
$50 higher than the 5. It's a 3. That's okay. It's smart.
Okay, I'm going to bet $100 higher.
Okay, $100 higher than the 3. It's a queen. Now you've got $250.
200 lower.
200 lower than the queen. Ace. No. Wow, that's all right. Look what happens. Okay. You got $400 up here, so you now have $450, and you're playing off of the ace.
All of it lower.
Yes, indeed. Lower than the ace. Your card's a 4. $900.
Okay, I'm going to take...
800 higher.
Oh, 500 higher.
500 higher than the 4. Hey, 1,400.
All of it lower.
All of it lower, of course. Now, $2,800. This becomes your card. You got to bet at least $1,400. You can play it or you can change it.
I'm going to bet $2,000 higher.
$2,000 of $2,800.
Yes,
You're betting $2,000 that it's higher than the 4. You make me very nervous. Let's see. Is it higher than the 4? No! That's okay. You still have $800. Whew. And that means your total is $1,000. That's better than you had a half hour ago. And you get a chance to meet a new challenger, and we'll do that when we come back right after this.
How's it going, boss?
Wait, would you do that again?
What? Nothing but... How's it going, boss?
Just fine, thank you.
Okay.
That's wonderful, that entrance you make. I'll practice that next time.
Kind of high energy here.
You have a high energy?
High energy.
Congratulations to you. Tell us about Bill.
Well, my name's Bill Taylor. I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. I've just recently married to a wonderful wife, Denise. I'm a police officer in California, and I want to win some money and have a baby. Well, my wife will have the baby.
You mean you have to win the money to have the baby?
Well, not exactly.
Don't
really
let any guilt
help
trips
out
on
a
us,
lot.
Bill, okay?
Okay.
I mean, Jill's over there feeling guilty.
Guilty.
All right. Did you cut the cards?
Yes, already did.
Wonderful. Then we're dealing out the cards from that deck. Remember, first player to win 2 games wins the championship, and we are on our way to the champ. Jill, we surveyed 100 women, and we asked them, if you were stranded on a desert island, would you rather have as your only companion a good friend rather than a good lover? How many women said, yes, they would rather be stranded with a good friend?
Well...
What an interesting question.
Yeah, it is. I would rather be stranded with probably a good lover, because then you could become good friends, too. So I think it's going to be women, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many women said they would...
I think it's going to be pretty high that they will say lover, so...
Okay, the question is, how many have been stranded, say they would rather be stranded with a good friend?
Oh, good friend, that's going to be kind of low. I'm going to say 32.
32 out of 100. Well, Bill, what do you think about this?
32. Would rather be stranded with a good friend.
Good friend, yeah.
Gosh, my wife might kill me if I say this.
How long have you been married, Bill?
6 months. So far, I hope it goes a little longer than that, but depending on what I say, probably. I really think that it's going to be a little bit higher than that, though.
I think more women would rather be stranded with a good friend.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, that's all right.
I think it'd be a little bit lower. I had it the other way.
Wait a minute. Let me make sure I didn't confuse you. How many women said yes, they would rather be stranded with a good friend? She said 32 would rather be stranded with a good friend.
I think it's going to be just a little bit lower.
Lower
just
than
a little
that. All right. The actual
lower.
number of women who would rather be stranded with a good friend is 52. Not lower, it was higher. Woman. Yeah, if you had your choice, you're on a desert island, would you rather be stranded with a good friend or a good lover?
Well, a good friend. Then you can make a good lover out of him, you know.
That's what Jill said.
No, you gotta be friends first. Friends first, and then worry about the
Women
lover.
are so confident, aren't they? All right, Jill, here we go. Here, this is a 5.
Higher.
You want to go on? Or you want to keep the card?
I want to keep the card and go
higher. And go higher. It is a 10. Yes. Player freeze. What will she do?
Lower.
She's going on.
Yeah, lower.
Lower than the 10. Deuce. Yes. Higher than the deuce. 9. Now freeze. All right. Beat the odds the first time. Freeze right there on the 9. Keeps Bill away from the cards. Bill, I got a question for you, though. Try this one out, William. We surveyed 100 women flight attendants, and we asked them, have you ever spilled food in a passenger's lap? How many stewardesses admitted that they have?
I think that's probably going to be a fairly good number because, you know, they have a tough job, you know, putting trays by and everything else. I'd say probably about 55 have spilled food.
55 out of 100 admitted that they have spilled food.
Have spilled food.
What do you think, Jill?
I think that's going to be even a little bit higher because sometimes, I mean, they're carrying those trays or it's on the car. I'm sure a drink's going to go or the food's going to go when they're
Turbulence, boom, wham.
That's right. You got it on your lap. That's
on your lap, yeah. The food, you mean?
Right.
Yes, all right.
I think it's going to be higher.
You did? Okay, well, the actual number of stewardesses who have spilled food in a passenger's lap is 74. It was higher. Now, got the 9.
Change it.
Change the 9. The 9 will become a 4.
Higher. Higher.
To win game number 1, is it higher than the 4? It's not. Nope. And that means that, Bill, you got a free shot at the cards, and you got to play off this card. Bill, it's a queen.
Oh,
good card.
all right, queen. Lower.
Lower than the queen. Look what I got. 7.
God. I'm going to go higher.
He's going to go on.
I'm going to go higher.
Freeze. Higher than the 7. Cards are 4. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good gamble you went on, though. I really do. All right.
Gosh.
Let's go to another one. See who's going to win this game. Jill, we surveyed 100 men engaged to be married. We asked them, did you ask your fiance's father for her hand in marriage? How many engaged men said they did?
Well, I think that's the only way you should be able to do it. I think you should have to ask.
Really?
Yeah.
Did your husband?
Yes, he did. Yes.
Ask for just your hand or the rest of it?
Well, the whole body, but yeah, he asked.
What'd your father say?
I wish you would wait.
What he said to my sister, but she went ahead and got married too, so.
How's your sister?
How is she or how old is she?
No, how is she?
Oh, she's wonderful.
Well, good. I thought I'd ask.
Yeah.
How many engaged men said they did?
I'm going to say it's going to be pretty high. I'm going to say 56.
56 out of 100. Bill.
I think nowadays that's not a big thing. I don't think you do that as much.
Did you do it?
I didn't do it. No.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a little bit lower.
Lower than 56.
Lower. Come on,
Actual
lower.
number of engaged men who asked their fiance's father for her hand in marriage is 27. Lower.
Woo!
Yeah. All right, Bill, I assume you want to keep the queen.
I need a break. Okay. I'm going to go lower than the queen.
Lower than the queen.
Lower than the
it's
queen.
It's a 5.
Ooh, all right.
He gets excited over a 5. What's he going to do if he wins?
Let's go higher.
Higher than the 5. It's a deuce. Oh, and that means that you know who. Jill gets a free shot.
Higher.
Higher than the 4 to win game number 1. It is. There you go. Tough game. Wow, real tough game. Okay, Jill, another $100 added to your total. We'll pause for these commercials. We'll be back with more Card Shark right after this. So we'll go. Bye.
Some of our departing